Hello, welcome. How are you all doing today? What brings you to this fine establishment here on this fine Thursday? I think it's Thursday. It is Thursday. It's Thursday. Hello, welcome to today's stream. You may notice that this is in fact webcam. Go away. What's webcam? Go away. It's happening after like 14 years. That's right. I need to do one small change before I oh, hold on. I might need to do something quickly before I get started today. Yeah, there is in fact a piano. Oh, that's myself. I want to hear myself. Oh, my god. I forgot to do one thing before I started. Oh, where is it? Okay, sorry. Sorry. Alright, I forgot how to do this. Settings. Oh, can't do this. Huh. Oh, well. Interesting. Alright, never mind. That's okay. Well, let me change things. Wait, Oh, that didn't work? Ah! There we go. Then. Alright, okay, now we're ready to start. Welcome, everyone, to my favorite games that's ever existed, Doki Literature Club. I do need to warn you, because I couldn't figure out how to set my stream to mature audiences. This game does have some slightly not very family-friendly content. Not like sexual, but because that would be very weird. I would not stream that. But I will warn you. I'll also get to my air conditioner on because it is getting way too hot. So just 1 second. Oh, I hit my mic. I'm so sorry. So sorry, chat. I just hit you. We're gonna once again play. Oh yes. Ah, yes. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and, I'm so sorry, chat. I'm sorry I hit my mic. My neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but kind of just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you're thinking about ignoring me. That's me, Gaps. Well, people stare at you for acting weird. They don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you'll have it in you to be mean if you want to. What do you say, Sayori? We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Caps, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you joined a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sorry likes to worry a little too much about me. I'm perfectly content getting by on the average, but I spend my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried you won't learn to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? I know you're happy now, but I died the thought of you becoming a need in just a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs that makes you happy. No promises, though. But at least promise you'll try a little. Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I'll even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much makes you want to ease her mind at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. So wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come to the classroom while I was spacing out. I looked around and realized I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you come to the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, maybe you could come to my club. Sayori, yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she did it because she thought it'd be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest in the club after one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please? Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. Let out a long sigh. Quickly get some water. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes! Let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I directly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Don't make promises you can't keep. If only. Yeah. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Caps, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki? The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Well, small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says quiet into my ear and turns back towards other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. This is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears to be comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. It sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. That's right. It's great to see you again, Caps. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica's probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, complete at my league. Okay, I best go to bed if I want to have a decent time tomorrow. Good night. Good night, good night, Goose, or Force. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it greatly. So having her smile at me generally feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Caps. Wait for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. And how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As I mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner room while Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute. I had no idea you're so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks her mouthful and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for, you, dummy. Alright. I gave up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. Yuri turns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully placed a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea reading might be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori isn't really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. I'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How can we decide to start your own club? You probably could have been a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you leader of the debate club last year? Well, To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. I've encouraged others to get into literature, then fulfilling that dream. Monica's a really great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But make school events, like the festival, that much more important. And come, we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Malcolm must have really worked hard just to find these three. And that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though, I still don't know if I can really keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Caps, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces around for a teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a flowing world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up. She finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer could so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I'm reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me into another world, then I can't really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's not a good voice for Natsuki. That's right, you should like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? Oh, what? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back! Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. That's a word. Sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Where have I seen this before? Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Am I a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. You have writing experience too, Yuri. Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example how Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I want to read everyone's poems. You all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Huh? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now I have a new member. I think it'll be great, it'll help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Caps? Malcolm smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now we're back to the original topic of me joining the club. I bluntly come forth what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. So I may have convinced you to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stand stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought, Caps, you all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls? Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. So she wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Muck looks over at me once more. Caps, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Did I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety well up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Caps, it's already here. Do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sarah and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With this, the two of us depart the classroom and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. I'd really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club. Perhaps I'll have a chance to go close to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words that you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Awesome. Well, time to save. Oh, there's a save here already. Awesome. Okay. Well, I mean, there's an easy answer for who I'm going for first. But I'm gonna go for everyone, because that's fun. Oh, let's see, what? Oh man, do I remember what word Sayori likes? She's always the hardest, because like, silly, yeah, silly. Sing. Bliss playground. Hopeless. Quotation after image. Whisper. Feather, friends, she has passion games. Special. Parfait. Ribbon. What's special? Let's see. Memories. Vivid. Doki Doki. Destiny. And that's a very Yuri thing. Raindrops. Oh, this is getting Yuri-esque. Let's see. Poof. Misery. Uncanny bean. Marshmallow. Fear. Calm. Smile. Adventure. Anxiety. Clumsy. Embrace. Wrath. Depression. Mouse. Sparkle. Warm. And then ambient. Alright. That's my first poem. I hope you all liked it. Please leave a review. We can think of my poem. I don't actually remember what I wrote, but you know, it's okay. Hi, Candy Caps. Glad you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. It might be a little strange for me, but at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Caps. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst in literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, he deserves any slack. So I told him to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just to come here and hang out, or what. But if you don't take this seriously, you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you suddenly have a big mouth for someone who keeps their manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga's literature! She's swiftly defeated. Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Caps always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even asking me. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Siri, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. You almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? Might be a little jealous. How come? You and Caps can become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Dre even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori! Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. So you made something a big deal, it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess it means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So a nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. Yang! Copy! Yes, I'm Corporal Copy now. Everyone knows that. Copy Caps. Cappy Cops. Something like that. Yang, welcome! Welcome to the Literature Club! How are you doing today? I don't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it, if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Great, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Zuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. Doing good. Got like a few minutes before GGF comes. Oh yes, that's fun. I'm glad you get to. I'm happy you got to stop by, and I hope you have fun with your GF. That sounds great. I slumped down to the nearest decks. How am I supposed to occupy myself? I suppose something literature related by myself like this. I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. It's my first day at Literature Club. I was like, I don't want to read. You'll probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening to Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all of the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. Festivals are a chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual, but it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a new way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. It doesn't solve the problem, though. Huh? What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody would come in the first place if it was a literature event. So it's more important to get people how to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, they can do the things that speak to their creative minds. What's this? Zuri's taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? I think her eyes like featured light up is great. Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. Then wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still regard to details of the event itself. I found myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Who's your favorite Cappy? Does this answer your question? Does this answer it? Actually, I know what will answer it for sure. Does this answer your question? I think that should do it. Yeah. I may or may not have a favorite. And it may or may not have been established through 3 playthroughs of this game. Yeah, approved. Nice. Thanks. I think previously, I'm gonna go to tangent, like, these close-up images were always a little pixelated, but no, it's like, looking, but the graphics overhaul, like the HD images, looking pretty cute. Well, open my eyes find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall off my chair. Sorry. Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. I may or may not also favor send female on screen. I mean, understandable. Sayori is very cute. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying late again, aren't you? You're in a club. You have less time for anime, you know? You need to get used to it. Don't say that. Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Eh? Not every day. Sayori gang, who did that? Oh man, I wonder who did Sayori gang. That's a little bizarre. No, every day. It's not very convincing. Some happy friend. Oh, it was probably just Sayori herself, you know. Let me just this past week. It might have been me. Full disclosure. How many days this past week have you gone up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. Let's give me the benefit of the doubt. She's doing the finger thing. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Eh? Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Arma fingertips down side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. It's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because it won't embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that. Hey, you meanie. You don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Eh? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. When you see how much better it looks, it'll change your mind. This is so funny. What is it? Well, I'm just thinking about how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Eh? Don't say that. It'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. Also, I mean, yeah. This pose though, like I'm aware, but the dynamic pose, but might come off. Why are you supposed to sort of close? I started to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. Sigh. If you're buttoned it, you have no sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. So don't say that out loud. Anyway, it looks much better now. So, why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like this? But so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. So he hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew. It's so much better. So he puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? Why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, they wouldn't even let you do things like this. You take care of me better than anyone else would, so anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Huh? I hate saying anything embarrassing. It's your best girl. She is pretty great. I do enjoy Sayori. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we are better at taking care. I should really look into my account. Yeah, you probably should. So that's a little weird. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. But I was joking that time. I should change my password or something. Maybe, you know. Yeah, it's possible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Yeah? Maka suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Caps, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I feel so enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. Can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loosely torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching to their bags. I do the same myself. Let's do a save. Well, obviously you gotta start Sayori. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing our Sayori first. She's my good friend, after all. Change his password to Sayori's best Doki 97. I mean... But okay, but like, people would guess that because it's so true, you know? You know? Sorry. My beard is long. Or like, much more dense than it used to be. I don't know. That's how much this lighting is favoring my existence. Anyway, lighting. Sorry. Oh my goodness! This is so good, Caps. Eh? I love it. I had no idea you're such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. True. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Yeah, that might be where you're hacked. Possibly. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you like it just because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? So I read your poem. It's not just a poem. I'm gonna say away for life. Yeah. If you throw like an exclamation point or some other symbol in there, it'd be much harder to guess. So you do like Sayori for life exclamation point, easy. No one ever guess it. It's not just a poem. It's a Caps poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. So he hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. Reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact I'm staying right in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Caps. Deep down, not selfish at all, you know? Try new things like this for other people. That's something only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of motive here. Then again, I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined. I mean, how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That would be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now, my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. I get to read the poems! Yes. Oh, there's a button now. There's a button to continue. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead and help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. The funny thing is, I wonder if there were any actual hackers that are taking this seriously or are trying. Probably not. I don't expect many people who are interested in hacking to be watching me play Doki Doki Literature Club, but you know, that'd be kind of funny. Ask me to come and play. You trust me to wish away a rainy day. I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sorry, check one thing. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No? Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least it makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still try my best. Oh yeah. I didn't mean to say that was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast! Even though you're late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monika's the best. Yeah. Next time, I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's go to Monika. Hi, Caps. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. Eggs and toast. Yep, to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be very afraid of bringing things up. First thing you learn how to make? Nice! What kind of eggs? Just like, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty adaptable recipe. Mid-draft point, which is more settled in. Anyway, want to share a poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Caps. We're all a little bit embarrassed today, you know? This story barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. Hand Monika my poem. I like this one. Makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You guys are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had these sort of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. In any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. I mean, it's like I'm trying to impress her. Yeah, exactly. I would never try to impress Sayori. Who would ever do that? I'm gonna impress everyone because that's the kind of person I am. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find a kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit more biased to their own kind of styles. But I always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. No, I would never do that. Anyway, do you remember my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty common when someone claims not to be very good. Like, it's like I want to marry her or maybe it's not. That would be bizarre. Who would ever want to? Who would ever like other people? What? I'm gonna turn a light quickly because it does feel like very dark. Not dark, but like my lighting, my room is not very good. Anyway, that should be better. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Cappy streaming a reasonable time? No, I'm streaming early, but a reasonable time for you. Taco, yes. I'm stringing out a reasonable time. Or so it might be. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See, direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No! I can't see. I reel. Blind. Like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. What is that emote? What is that? It's so small. I can't tell what it is. It's my fault. It's a hole. Oh, it is a hole. Is this? Come on, Yang. Poor Monica. This. Already scorched the permanent copy. It was too deep. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. That's why I missed him and I couldn't come late. But yes, that is true. There might have been a bit of a bias towards streaming at different times for the people who can't usually come, and such as Yang or people. And he, on the other side, was looking in. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. There's a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. Well, I'm off today. That's all good. Yes, that's exciting. Thank you so much for coming by, Yang. I'm glad I got to see you again. You got to come by for a stream. Have fun with the GF. And have a good day. Thanks for coming by again. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's influenced my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends for each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem, or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. Oh, you're not going yet? Okay. Oh, you're off today! I see, you're off work today. You're off for the day. I'm smart. No, I'm not. I'm not at all. Sometimes when writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, you never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy up later. Another thing to think about this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Let's go Natsuki. Natsuki is pretty cute though, I'm not gonna lie. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. Yes, ink. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes? Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Sorry. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Ah, yes. Do I hear? What do you hear? This version of the song? Okay, everyone? Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race. Owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yes, believe it or not, Natsuki is pretty cute. Sayori is like, there's a reason, again, there's a reason I have this, but that doesn't mean I hate the other characters. They're all pretty great. Okay, but like you have to realize the plum here. Pink hair is like when I hear some of the music from a song from OMS in this song, man. Okay, so this is gonna weird you out, Taco. This might be surprising, but if you go to my playlist, you might notice that, wait a minute, my feelings, your reality, and my confession are from this game's soundtrack. What? Man, how surprising. I know. Sorry. Cappy, I mean, I thought you liked your kneecaps. I sometimes like my kneecaps. I never would have guessed from the anime icon. I know, unbelievable. Who would have guessed? I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. I don't know why, so I've never played this game, but I still know the soundtrack. I mean, alright. So I know, like, I've done so much about this game recently. Because, like, you know, I've showed off this. But one last thing. This sheet music. Wait, could it be? Oh no, it's also Doki Doki Literature Club. What? Who would have guessed? You have a problem? Maybe. Man, how bizarre. Love you too, Yang. Right, I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? So yeah, I'm playing this for like the 4th time because I love this game. And this is the plus version. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Writing style can make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I think it was easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice things about simple writing is that it puts more weight in the wordplay. I'm kind of like Monica. Yang, how dare you have a perfectly acceptable opinion? How dare you like characters? What? Unbelievable. Yeah. No, Monica. See, like, I don't want to rank them. I like the verb in the back of the drawing you did. Oh yeah, my boy Scribbles. My boy Scribbles, he's my current D&D character. He's also in Compendium. Thank you. He's just vibing. Except for everything. I made it pop on purpose. Helped bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. Because I remember that watching the VOD from YouTube. That was the first. Yeah, that's right. That was like, when was that? I think that was after D&D. That was like at like midnight after D&D because my other character just like died, so they create a new character. Then I'm like, okay, I gotta do the art because it's cute. Because it was a while ago, but it was like almost it was. But yeah, no, I was like, there's a bunch of fun Kenku art, and I had to do it. This means Q Pro. I'm glad you're doing something. Alright, man. Gots to go. Okay. Thanks again for coming by, Yang. I appreciate it greatly. Have fun. And this was it from anyone here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I really don't care how old everyone is, but if Nasuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Be good, bros. You too, Yang. Which is what we'll do next. Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than her time, enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. If not, I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that might be after reading, though. So it's that bad. No! Did I just read that voice? I'm sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing with organized writers is they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they try to fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stamina is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learn by example, and try new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. That's like you can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine. Not sure if Yuri's apologizing herself to me or not, Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing the air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I used to read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Caps. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you didn't like glance over it, after all. Romantic poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think of that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Phew. I guess it's everyone. I glanced around the room. It was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. They're talking, I'm yelling. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Zero and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Do you completely miss symbolism or something? It's really about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. It just meant language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but I didn't really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked the poem. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Caps did too. Sorry. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time to establish my writing style. I don't expect to change anytime soon, unless I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. Caps took my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I realize you're too invested in trying to impress a new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Caps appreciates my advice more than you appreciate yours. Huh? How do you know you didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I was the one whose ears magically grew a size bigger as soon as Cap started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! Hello, Toxie. Hey, I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. Caps! She's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. That's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason. To make them jump out of the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Let me explain to her, Caps. Wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. Not in verb form. Yeah, there are no verbs. Someone conveying complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Wow, you're being mean? How dare... Listen, you can say whoever you want is the best, but they're all pretty quality characters. Sounds like you know yourself. It's also a waste. You would understand that, right, Caps? Well... how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's like I know anything about writing. Whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course, it's going to be... Help me, Sayori. Natsuki. Natsuki glares at me, drawing up any words I had in my mouth. Instead, I turn to Yuri. Yuri... But your expression is so defenseless, I can't bring myself to say anything to her. 23, 20... Fuckers. Sayori! Huh? Yeah! Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can you keep fighting when you know making your friend feel like this? Caps. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to inject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless she wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Who? Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people. And I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute, there's nothing wrong with that. Exactly, so I used it for hero balance. Nothing wrong with that. Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Yeah. What the? Sayori stands triumphantly. Malika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayori is vice president, I whispered to Monica. She nods in return. Be honest. I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things. But I'm not very good with people. I can't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori's amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If I get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How do you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Caps, how about you? Yeah, I say the same. It was neat hearing, it's a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe learn something for your friends too, so your poems will turn even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more from the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can do a better job impressing those who I want to impress. I've known myself a newfound determination. Gaps. Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. So he beams at me. It really has been a while since Sayori and I have spent much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, I'm gonna turn off Rainy Bat. There we go. What happened earlier? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. It's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just want your opinion, that's all. I consider they make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Caps, it's nice I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is gonna be so much fun. Sorry. It looks like Sayori doesn't caught onto this kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but the friend zone. I can't friend zone Sayori. But does it really need to stop there? Well, I'll just see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said more myself than to her. It's easy to use Sayori's internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah. Let's do this. Alright. Warm. Joy. Depression. Kawaii. Melancholy. Rainbow. Pleasure. Determination. Memories. Special. Starscape. Sucks. Let's see, infinite's a very Yuri thing. This gives me flashbacks? Of course it does. Sadness. Passion. Wonderful. Excitement. Unliquidated. Fireworks. Cry. Bliss. I've been passing scenario. Listen, I can't. I'm good. It sounds like Gabby's brain. Exactly. I mean, I'm writing for Sayori, obviously. And it passes, and I've had familiarity. I feel a little more comfortable here than the past couple days. In the clubroom, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Gaps. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. It's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess sorry simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. You come with me to buy a snack. No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just want to look at it. Sayori never retrieves her coin purse. She follows the latch and gets it open. Then she turns upside down and lets contents spill out into the desk. Only 2 small coins fell out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How'd you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money, so I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that only leaves one option. Oh, I give up. To make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri instantly giggles. I didn't notice he was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening in or anything. I was just slinging my book. Yuri, Toadcaps may borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling mischievous something like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You're right, though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That! Still, coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But when it comes for the cupcakes, so I tricked Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles into the desk. Wow. Yeah. Ow. What was... A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blah about the cupcakes. It was so worth seeing your reaction though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. So he hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. She rapidly tears the wrapper and takes a big bite. It's so good. So he suddenly clasps her hand over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot. Just over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. Beggars is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes up behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! You just seriously do that? Just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room. Where is Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Well, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Suspicious? A little suspicious, perhaps. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Oh no. These poor literature friends. That's true. Excuse me! Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Maka chose to club with her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. What, boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Maka quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I was where you played music as well, Monika. I don't really. I just kind of started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. Would you play something for us, Monica? That's... Monica looks at me. Do us like a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't lay you down, Caps. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean to pressure. I didn't mean to pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. I'd really love to get a chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. Okay, I'm good now. Good night, Taco. Thanks so much for coming by. I appreciate it greatly. As you get into later anyway. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Caps. Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna go get some supplies from their classroom. Wanna come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival's coming up. Me and Monica are gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to find some crayons, some markers, some glue sticks. I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Are you going with Caps to get the supplies? Don't need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. But I wanted to go. So much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. So you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, Caps? Yep, let's go. Sayori and I exit the club room. I follow behind Sayori and hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey, Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you make an event out of literature. Me and Mike have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance. A performance? Of what kind? Well, everyone's gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. That sounds kind of dull. Caps. I'm not thinking about the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems, but performing them. Like, you say lines of the poem like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final choice moments between my fingers. But to what end have I summoned this joy? For what now I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland! Like that. Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. Mimi, I'm working super hard on this, you know? I know. I just found it's pretty, it's a pretty unordinary contrast to yourself. Don't say that, it's embarrassing. I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited. This will be so much fun. She spins herself around the hallway again. Hey, Caps, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. Mission, eh? It's been a long time since I spent time like Sayori like this. In the end, she still hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself up in my room more and more. So adventuring Sayori brings about a kind of special feeling I forgot I had in me. Two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight into the closet and I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons! Sayori pulls a box full of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand, too. They're kind of dirty, though. As Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted, we still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine. Now at least move aside so I can look for poster paper. I dropped one by accident. Oh, snack. Yeah. Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls to the floor, and crayons spill all over her lap. Ow! You okay? My forehead. Sayori clutches her forehead. Jeez, Sayori. It's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let's see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori. But it hurts. Just do it for a second. Poor Sayori. Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow! Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. Bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. Should find you some ice. Gaps. We're already find ice around this time. I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Even whistling from the pain, so he makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. I pat her on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since we use an ice pack for the drink. I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already turning to the class with Sayori. Love this song. This is my feelings, yes. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back in the box. At least we were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sayori here. Sayori, here. I hand her the bottle of apple juice. That's a fancy apple juice. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Ah! Sorry, I forgot. How hard did you just hit your head? Did you hit your head? So he placed the ball against the bump on her head. It stings. Just bear with it. You'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned most of the crayons. That's good. Hey, Caps. This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? Eh? What do you mean? You know how I used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like, you usually fell behind or had trouble climbing the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump. And I would start crying really hard. And you would rush for as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost as if you blamed yourself and you were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it wasn't really your fault at all, you know? Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? Come think of it. Maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games, I didn't pay enough attention to you. Some way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time, too. If I wasn't rushing in the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Caps, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years. The rest didn't help me, even though I'm just being clumsy. You really are a sweetheart. Don't call me that. I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Why is my cursor loading? Okay, before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess what happens when you've been good friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. Caps, I'm so glad nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we each end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair to make any promises. But, no, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Zoe has a whimsical expression in her eyes. I remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside. Oh, I see her even thought like this. Makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know? Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. How about I hide it under my bangs? Zoe hops to her feet. Ah! She clutches her forehead again. Don't step so fast if you're hurting yourself. Well, it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to hide the bump, without much success. In a moment, they get back to the club room. Ah, you're back! Good timing. I was just about to start ready to start sharing our poems. Hey, Sayori, your forehead. She's fine, don't worry about it. I was playing with crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf! Well, anyway, I better find everything we needed. I have it right. She glances around herself. I forgot all the stuff! Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper, too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work gaps. Ah, well, Sayori. I feel a confident excuse for Sayori. I made an adventure! Yeah, that. Haha, okay. In any case, good work. I'll start with the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Ready to share your poems? Let's just grab mine. To make sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Another save. Let's do Sayori last. Start with Natsuki. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say anything better either. Phew. Huh? Phew what? Well, explain the system, I see. Yeah, I'm saving my game. It's wild, I know. Oh well, that is a nice train wreck. I think as a win. I think the thing you're probably most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Huh, glad you so far that's my experience. Then keep practicing, maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely misses the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. Yeah, you think so? Yeah. Well, I guess if you've been friends with her so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know. But honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging him on a dead rate. That was a little unnecessary. Think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. However it is, I don't get it. Oh, yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. Amy likes spiders. You know what I hear about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wrinkly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her sing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I try not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. Well, her friends like spiders, too. That's why I'm not friends with her. This poem is garbage. Wow, you being mean to Natsuki's poems? But okay. Natsuki has some good poems, and I will say Natsuki's got some quality poems. But you gotta get to them. Let's not friends here. Amy has a lot of friends. If her friends talk like spiders too, that's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. She is gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. Hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Wait, which is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone agree that some of the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's what everyone thinks of my... That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Man. Huh, that could possibly be true, couldn't it? Weird hobby. That's something you're afraid people find out, make fun of you, and think less of you. That just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and makes them happy? I think people really need to learn respect for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. I'm sure a lot of people can too. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow, so look forward to it. Well, let's go to Yuri. Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, Cass. My skills are already improving. Best girl. Alright, Doxy, alright. I mean, fair enough. You can like who you want to like. Really. Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. It's nothing. I'm just happy to have fun with my fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you just can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Enough for us can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain, like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings. Write down things that you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, well, I have an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. This is the poem we wrote for today. Here he nods and timidly hands me a poem. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by a scuttling of raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, but some conscious will over the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I merely project my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon comes hungry and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I branch my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. Oh man, having played this game before. Unfortunately, I can. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using poems as a canvas to express vivid imagery and convey emotions through them. Yeah, I think I speak value. Like Kevin, figure out what's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's like, that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the way it feels for me to indulge my more unusual hobbies. It's the sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So, I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Huh? That's funny. Huh? Didn't Asuki also write about something like that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? Huh? She did. Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does you really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you have a lot of that in common. That's interesting. To me, she always seems like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing with me. After all, if I had learned to embrace my weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now. I'm glad that you're a good listener. Alright. Monica. Hi again, Gaps. How's the running going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon come a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. I sure we will for today. Sure. Here you go. I gave my poem to Monica. Alright. It's pretty good. Makes me think it's Sayori, like the other one you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? And again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone, but you're and Asuki are super interesting people, and so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. Dumb mice poem. Wow, Toxie, you're being... Why are you being so rude to my You're being mean to my poetry. This is me expressing myself, Toxie. Unbelievable. You can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? Oh no, it's not like that. I'm still just getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, I'm gonna read my poem now. I like this way it turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Beautiful, bright colors. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grinding waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing on a chalkboard on a turntable. Like vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless load me. Well, save. And load. Hint. Yes, I can. It's even my last one, huh? I feel like it's supposed to be something that happens if you do that, but I can't figure it out. Let's try loading one more time. Yeah. I guess that's just about right. I'm sorry if I don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how you space your words can totally change the mood of poems. It's almost like magic. The way I write lines really short makes me feel like I'm trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this even about writing? What am I even talking about? Okay, I'm gonna try one more time. Okay, so first, what's that gonna check? Writing tip of the day. Today. Save your game and change your mind. Or something may happen. Wait, is this about writing? What am I even talking about? Haha. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. What should I put? Now we should go to Sayori. Caps, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything. But your poems are so good. You're saying this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the one who feels. You're really the only one who feels that way. So. Huh? No way! Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something. I don't think that's it. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. What? Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things, like cooking. Let's not talk about that. So yeah, I guess I'm saying that I can feel more feelings for you than I can for myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting my business all the time. I don't know if I can understand. Sigh. You never understand much while explaining things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head. Yes! We pat a character on the head that needed to happen. Just like, there's not enough media where you just pat something on the head. Hey! I'm not a kid, you know? Are you sure about that? Maybe. She starts putting her pencil between her hands. Hey, Caps. Will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it. Huh? Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. So you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Sigh. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when you go home. Really? Snap. Ah! I broke my pencil. Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the piece you dropped. But being intended for her surroundings, she almost right into me. Sorry. It's fine. I'll get it for you. Bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah. I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh! Sorry, I forgot all about that. It's not as good as yours. Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I think I might need to learn how to play this song on ukulele. But anyway, I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. There's no time to waste. I put it into a bottle and keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts and bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle has starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way, down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper, my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I had opened up and in come my friends. They come in such a hurry. They want my bottles that much. I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after another, holding them out to each and every friend. Each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it showers against the tile beneath my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. All I hear is an echo, 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 inside my head. Holy crap. Sorry, did you really write this? Of course I did! Didn't you just I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself in this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. So he always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay, everyone. Well done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned for today, so if everyone comes sit at the front of the room. This is about the festival. Well, sort of. We really have to do something for the festival. It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We're just end up embarrassing ourselves like getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sora has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but what doesn't tell us what exactly we're doing. But that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. The cool part is, we're going to also let anyone else come up and recite poems too. So he's putting on all the posters in case anyone wants to be prepared ahead of time. Sorry, has been clearing a poster posted up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting these posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no one performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I can never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask them to recite their poems out loud to a room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But, I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for this pay of this club. If we start the event each put on a good performance, then we'll inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons we're all in this club today. Did you want to share that with the others? Just to find the same things that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if I'll take you singing from the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Asuki and Yuri remain silent. Sherry looks worried. I guess it leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think Sherry and Monica have tried really hard to get new members. Least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. How about you, Yuri? Yuri directly glanced around at everyone else's expectant faces. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting it in front of each other. No way! Monica! This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite poems from the club, how do you expect me to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. No, Yuri, I know. Poor Yuri. Monica flips through a notebook and the poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of the poem is called The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply the emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sarah looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Oh, Yuri's all fouled up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keep her head down, she walked quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After the Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in the structure, and she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse in the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into the rally and glances around her, as if she blurred it even herself. It's up to me to say the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward and give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we don't want to applaud for her. We're caught so off guard and must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her feet. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. So he hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How do you guys do it so easily? Try to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine recite to yourself in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as the perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Caps like it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? Came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. Huh? I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. That's, well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Next time, I'll make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. Not much time for the festival, you know? Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Other people go for caps. So I can compare to you guys anyway. Let's look at caps below whoever stands a little bit before I have to do it. Natsuki, it's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. It's like I have much of a selection of what to read. Let's have to go for what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. So not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. It's alright, you're not as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. Just something about improving over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. I just lose you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. His poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting her poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. She's still a little unenthused, but the poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. Natsuki's trademark style works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. It wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. Better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it for other people would be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it'd be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, we don't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. Might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick up poem and get enough practice for the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so we know ahead of time what we'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably go find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm very pleasantly surprised you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish playing tomorrow, then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. Checking a couple things. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find some things of Sarah Monica. I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club. And then pressing Monica. Now I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two. Always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Caps. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. I will come home to her once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori's been a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori? Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, Sayori comes with her words. So let's just say one day, Yuri asks what come with you. Huh? Zone. What would you do? Alright, save time! What did you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well... I have to continue the trend right now. Sayori, really think I would ditch you for Yuri? But she's so beautiful and smart. She's I already see you in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Caps. You think about me too much sometimes. You would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sorry, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure it out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point of expecting something that's never gonna happen? Conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for her to care so much about, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. And again, this was only a few days away. Who knows what happened that time? Alright. Hurt. Laugh. Disarray. Peace. No. Happiness. Adventure! Dazzle. Infallible. Bouncy. Suicide. Passion. Fireworks. Smile. Cry. Appear. Let's see. Fester. Rain cloud. We love rain clouds. Charm. Clumsy. Headphones. Crimson. Aw, man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. We're practicing piano again. Yeah. Must have a lot of determination. Starting this club, not picking up piano. Well, yeah, determination. I guess passion. My other club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. I'm so happy you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Huh? Weren't you complaining about just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where you get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. It's not a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do you usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? Eh? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. Monica. That's not how you say my name at all. Monica. Also, the jokes makes no sense in translation. Huh? Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your actions aren't as fun as yours say Sayori's anyway. Excuse me, where's Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori's sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. With my hand in front of her face. She's facing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everyone alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine. See? There shows me a big smile. Don't be distracted in front of everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I really glance at Sayori before returning to back to everyone else. But the conversation is already dispersed, from back to usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. So they've been preparing for the festival, they might have been spending a lot of time together. I turn to approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Gaps, what's up? So it's a little strange, but you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? What way do you mean? I remember reading to look much, but she seems a little bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Like appears across the room at Sayori. Bad Monica. Yeah, Monica. I was idly dragging Rubber Racer up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. I'm surprised I'm the one asking you, Caps. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she never really liked this. She was always talking about things that bothered her. This time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just want to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I care about being my club members, you know? Lies. Maybe I'll try talking to herself. Are you sure about that? She doesn't like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just had a hard time putting up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Gaps. Me? I wonder if you come to that conclusion. Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Tori talks about you more than anything else, you know? Eh? She's been so much happier ever since she joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Tori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any difference now than it's always been. It's so funny, Gaps. We thought that maybe you've always seen her so cheerful, because that's just how she is when she's around you. I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I made some conclusions, so you should forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget it. But I already know I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up at her desk and walks across the room where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and have fun with everyone else, but it's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like that I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But it's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Okay, everyone. As the time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes through their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Should have put first. Do another save. What do you mean? Things are perfectly fine. So I was just feeling a little downcast, you know? Natsuki. This one's alright. Alright? Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm just glad you're trying it a little bit. Well, of course somebody's trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems, anyway? Is that more of a compliment to me? No, gross. It's like I care. It's just that one of us at the club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you just end up scaring me away? That's, it doesn't like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Sugi's elbow connects to my stomach. Ow! Oh? Yeah, I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. I know. Don't worry, I was too. How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, it was funny to her. I guess it's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds a point to me like nothing ever even happened. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before a sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in the way that you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand. Bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in the footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail. Remember the reason you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in the way you thought you'd left long ago. But if you're only by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. This poem's so cute. Yeah. I feel like I can write about negative things, so I'm gonna try to write some nice messages for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach. Decided to write about the beach first, and came up with the message later? Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing, we're to pick a topic and have us both write about it, whatever. You can really see her doing that, too. Making us write about a simple topic and trying to press me to come up with something all fancy? Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess it might end up being kind of metaphorical, too. But it's not wrong doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Yuri. Beach Part 2. Well done, Caps. You definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing a writing like this is a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I didn't remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first. Now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore. It was great for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. Let's go. Doxy, you do enjoy you do enjoy Yuri, don't you? I mean, fair enough. But it's been fun getting away from the writing. I guess doing some writing myself. Well, let me think about yourself, Caps. Eh? Well, you know how to say writing is very personal. A very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. In my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe what's important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Alright, Captain, go to sleep. Thanks for the stream. No problem. Thanks so much for coming by, Toxie. I greatly appreciate it. I'm glad we can, it's fun to be playing this again. I've played this, like, I mean, more than a couple times, but it's fun. That's fine there. Huh? Why me? Well, you're already sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? Everything's for a good moment. That must be terrible. Huh? For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me. Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I expect that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry I was overthinking coming to these sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Yuri, what am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright, can I share your poem now? Okay. Here. Beach. Oh hell, I can use arrow keys. I can use the keyboard to control, which is kind of nicer than using a mouse. Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the moon of the earth chastically meets the surface. Under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet. Where sand is wet, the tide comes. Hey, Migus! Welcome! Here comes. Well, gently look at your foundations till you give in, or a sudden wave sends you crashing down in the blink of an eye. Either way, the outcome's the same. Yet, this is still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic, the breeze is gentle, yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, I abandon my piece to road at the shore. Drift forward, I return to Earth forevermore. How are you doing? I'm doing fine. Just replaying Doki Literature Club for like the 4th time now. But this is Doki Doki Plus. There's a bunch of extra content. The base game is, like, the base game I'm playing now is exactly the same. But I think I need to go through it to unlock all the extra stuff. Or most of the extra stuff. So that's what I'm doing right now, is just going through the base game again. Because I do love this game. Not much. Myrtle Beach is kind of in the, yeah. There's, let's see, there's side stories, there's like additional stories. You're the best, not gonna lie. You just missed Toxie, who was, you know, also talking about Yuri. So you're up there, so you and Toxie are Yuri's squad. Yang and I are Sayori squad. No one's said anything about well, I know a person who likes Monica. I changed my mind. See, I couldn't like rate them because they're all such likable characters, even though some like meant to be badly written over here. Toxie. Oh my god. He hates Natsuki in case you want to spite him, but like. Natsuki's the, if you if you go, if you get to know Natsuki, she's very sweet and like I enjoy that. I was really surprised how nice Natsuki gets when I played this, which you might see depending on when I get to that part. But let's see. Let's take a metaphorical approach to it. Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it. She did? Monika's the best. Yeah, a lot of people do like Monika. It's understandable. Monika's pretty cool. I mean, like all the characters are pretty likable. So she did. She didn't say anything weird, did she? Just wanted to write about the same topic again. I suppose we better compare differences in writing styles or thought process. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's not surprising she want to do something like that. That's exactly what Monika's. She probably just wants to show off. I love how that's exactly what both of them said. It's like I have particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, It's good to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Next. Monika. Hi, Caps. Have you thought about what we're going to when we went to Smith perform at the festival? Well, let's close one thing. Before I inform a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. If you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It'll also make me happy to see Monika time. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Mom take the poem I'm holding in my hands. It's kind of funny. How so? No, not the poem. I mean, it's funny how your poems and Sayori's poems have been getting more and more similar to each other each day. I'm surprised you're so in sync with her. And again, you've spent a lot of time together lately, haven't you? I guess you could say that. We kind of grew up as best friends. I haven't been seeing her as much of her the past year. Since I joined the club, we're spending a lot of time together again. I see. It reminds me about how Sayori's been a little off today. Yeah? Did she tell you something? Well, Caps, you haven't been flirting with her, have you? Of course not. I've been treating like I always do. Alright, just making sure. I know how much you care about her. It would be terrible if something bad happened to her, so keep an eye on her. Sayori's been acting much happier since we joined the club. What could have happened all of a sudden? Well, never mind. This isn't time to be talking about this. And anyway, I'll try a poem with you now, alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, adrift in the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search. I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. I search with little hope, but when all has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glowing in a twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall. I fall, and fall even more. As gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and the forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the implausible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. I feel like looking for answers are sort of things that gives life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it's kind of in my mind. So that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put that much thought into it. In that way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world lose its meaning? There's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club first writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, you wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Aha, we love this little joke. Aha, yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can really dishearten to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you writing is good, or okay, or bad, they want to focus more on everything that went into it, and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright. Now it's Sayori. This is your best one so far. It's really, really nice, Caps. Thanks. So you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Of course. Everything is fine. I'm just a little tired today. Do you want to nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I want to see a smile on your I only want to see smiles on your face. Well, alright. Hey, Caps. I'm still a little surprised. I really thought you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does. Or even Natsuki. But in the end, yeah. I guess you're one who likes this one the most. Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Wait. Of course I do. Plus me I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have this. I know you have to sometimes put up with me, and I have to sometimes put up with you. We have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes I feel like you're the only exciting thing in my life. Sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Sayori? No. Caps? I don't deserve this. You're too nice for me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, it would be so much easier. Sayori! I can try to make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayori, I probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, Caps. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry I had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smile for everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play for everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. I can't. Okay, you three. Well done sharing poems, right? When we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Huh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri's immune to it. Stagnating air is common fortune. Something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Like, I think given that Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sarah always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everything's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. What the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. Actually, she wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all times to not go home with her, even at the time she's not feeling well? Especially for you two being all lovey-dovey. No! First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I don't want to force it. Huh? A curious question coming from Yuri, of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so... Let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Let's think we're making cupcakes. I might need a lot of them, in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Sayori? Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. As for Yuri, you can, guys, can they come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No! That's not it at all. You must tell the person here, you know? Now Suki's pouting too. Jeez. Even I can tell now. I guess I never gave her enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. If I can't also be the leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you make some bangers and decorations to help set up the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk and focuses and starts nodding to herself. Your minds are already racing, I see. That's great. I'll be wanting for help, Yuri. Anyway, that leaves you, Caps. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, without seeking, Yuri has some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could help me out as well. I'd be really appreciative of that. As long as I spend the weekend with my club members? How on earth can you respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monika's giving me a choice. You really should be sitting in on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Caps may not like to be around if you were only making out to be a nuisance. So therefore, maybe more suited to assisting with decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard can you make a few decorations anyway? Doesn't like yours make excuses for Caps too. Well, what are you saying? Extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's the Caps decide how he would like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten a chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in. You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I'm just saying though. Jeez. We just tell us already? Yeah. Yep. Okay, that's right. In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, grab me. First thing we can go with Sayori. I mean, just gonna go in. I forgot to Sayori. Right at neighbor's end. Like I said, so just helping her. Please. Think it's that much? No. Okay. I can't choose Monika either. I'm just gonna take it. Monika. It's me. Hold on. Please help all of us. Actually, let me straight. Can I use that much? No, sorry. Monika. Yeah, you picked me? Hold on a second, yeah? Monika, you're the one who needs to help out of all of us. Yeah, but I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already the most suited for one person, but I have Sayori as well. But Caps was the one who, doesn't matter. We weren't too scared in picking you in the first place. You're the club president, Monika. You're supposed to be responsible for decisions for the club. Monika, please have any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Yuri? In fact, it sounds like you guys don't know of ulterior motives. Excuse me? Otherwise, it means such a big deal in the first place. That's completely false, Monika. Yeah. What to do, you know? It's good to make us work alone. Maybe that's true. The club, Monika. See it. Maybe they probably distribute our resources. So you're gonna do like the president? Okay, I get it. So it's technically most logical for Caps to help one of you two. So I guess that's what we'll do. Do you have preference, Caps? Well, I guess I'll go for your Natsuki this time around. Well, baking sounds like it could be fun. You guys made it sound like a lot of work, so you could probably use 2 people. Don't worry, baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree. Just to make you guys saying that's because... Never mind, okay? Well, anyway. You'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it after all. Oh, poor Yuri. That's good. I know Yuri's been my track. It's a little hard not to feel bad. So, that's everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about? No, I think that's it. You guys excited? Yeah. I think, it's gonna be awesome. I don't think that really counts. What about you, Caps? Me? I guess I'm just interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? She's still sulking. Natsuki starts pouting too. It's not that big of a deal or anything. Well, I don't be just that. I think Yuri might just be feeling a little unappreciated in general. I've been comforting her to do and the no bar offering to help. That doesn't mean... Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression. Look, Natsuki goes over and puts her hand on Yuri's shoulders. Yuri, you really are the most talented one here. And And you're gonna help make the event feel a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too, but you're gonna make the atmosphere special. It'd be really important for the way people feel during the performance. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Now she releases her hands and turns around to face the other direction. You didn't really mean that, did you? Not really, but there isn't only one surprised. Muck and I are also taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki, of all people, is saying such encouraging things, but I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would do say like a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm gonna do my best. Novel's gonna make a really great event. Yeah. We see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Okay, I'm staying here a bit longer. We got to any reading today, so fair enough. Something wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Yuri out the door as they chat between each other. Where are you going? Huh? You started to figure out plans for this weekend. You legally would have gotten home and realized you didn't have any way to contact me. Oh, that's true. I had no idea how it slipped my mind. Jeez, good thing I stopped you. Give me my number, okay? You better not make it weird or anything. Why would I do that? So he gives me your number. Okay. I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients. Wait, you're coming to my house? Well, yeah. What's wrong with that? I mean, I figured since I'm helping, I'll be going to your house. Yeah, right. Like I can have a guy over at my house. My dad would kill me. Really? That's kind of strict if you ask me. Yeah, how do you think I feel? I can't do anything when my dad is home. Anyway, I just need to complain for a second. I have those numbers now. That's all I need from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. Alright, fine by me. Yeah. I'm really sure why I love baking so much. So you better look forward to it. Oh? You said you're just gonna give me the dirty work? Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act like... I could act like in front of everyone. I was looking forward to this. Wait, really? Well, kind of. It's because I never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is, so... Alright, I get it. Sorry for reacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday. Never mind. I can't believe this. Natsuki's been coming to my house on Sunday. Even though I would prefer to do this for Sayori, my anxiety still shoots to the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But just why I'm having when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. I feel so nervous that Sayori finds out about this. It's like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, it's about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself this makes me nervous, but doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers just to double check, but I turned the conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emoji and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but kind of saw one coming. Putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard anything about from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's like we text her all the time or anything. I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. You know what Sayori said, and what Monica said. It's really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me. I decided to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door for entering myself. Again, we used to play so often now, we've made a habit of simply entering each other's homes like we're family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange for her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Caps. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. It's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you still want to come over today? You're supposed to see Natsuki today? Yeah, but how'd you know that? So I had already left. So I had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's very natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Are you gonna help Monica today? Of course. Romi's helping her online. You didn't plan to meet up or anything. So just me and Natsuki then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Tori stares her in a direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I feel like that's the point. I just want to see how you're doing. If you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Tori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Caps. Eh? Why can't I just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so we can accidentally express my feelings. If I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori! I grabbed Sayori by his shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I want people to stop thinking about it. So he gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Caps. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Caps? I guess I'm no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days, I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to, what reason is there to do anything I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste it by having them spend it on me? Yeah, we're about to get sad. Well, we're already getting sad. I apologize, chat. We're in the sad moment of the game. That's what it feels like. That's why I just want to make everyone happy. Anyone worrying about me, I'm in shock. I can't figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Stray kept this from me my entire life, the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me just not to think about her? Why, Sayori? Why didn't you tell me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. There's only so much I could do. I would try a little bit hard to make every day more bearable for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You understand all, Caps. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes. It also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I want so badly to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. Right, I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No gaps. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped if anything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. I was punished by my heart hurting a way I couldn't understand. And now you came here, I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. That's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I went to the ground and grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pulled her into a tight embrace. Perhaps, Sayori. I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy they convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If you make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Caps, Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Caps, She manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. But all I want for her is to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. Now what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. If there's anything you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I understand any of my feelings, Caps. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. She does, I let her go as well. Festival's tomorrow. Yeah? It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. All days, except for the plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But sometime I'll ask you to come meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help us out? It'll be fun. A surprised Trace takes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that'll be very good for me today. You understand, right? Yeah. It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I'll look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about when Natsuki is going to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I spent only a few minutes back at home anxiously waiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. Sup? Hey. I didn't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes her uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Jeez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon. Don't just be weird, it's not. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that's probably full of baking supplies. I need water. Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. But everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients I didn't already have them at home. Good. But I can count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I was surprised hearing Natsuki suddenly say that, rather than something snarky like she usually does. Maybe she's a little different outside of school after all. Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. What? Not gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Caps? Come on. Swear I need to be a gentleman. I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. Dude, it's ridiculously heavy. I carry that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I'm impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimate you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki hits a fist in my chest. Hey, hey. This has something to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? It's like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun to get to be small and also be better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't make you think you make talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are you getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What? That's a little bit more like you. Remember fun when you speak your mind like that. Hey! Now you are treating like a kid. I'm just trying to be nicer to you, you know? Just because I'm a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like... Natsuki catches her word and her face turns red. Natsuki, forget it. I didn't say anything. You should apologize. Huh? I appreciate that you're trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, there should know tons of guys who are into body types like yours. How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. Gross. Hey! Was that to me? Who else? Man, just get started already. You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally find your weakness gaps. Natsuki smells deviously. Please spare me. While Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But if she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can start. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about in every countertop. The mixture isn't big enough to make all about it at once, so I had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Caps, where'd you put the food coloring? The batter's in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. And making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors are different, everyone can still pick their favorite. That's a cute idea. Or anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me? I don't have a preference, so come on. I'm not putting any heart into this at all. You at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. I'm not really trying Natsuki's trying to get out of me. Well, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Those look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation's where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times better, worth it in the end. Just look at, it's a million times more worth it. Sorry. My voice is beginning to leave me, apparently. It's a million times more worth it in the end. If, just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up. Like once maybe on it for my first day, huh? Or I call Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and sorry Maka's-like expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah, gotta use the food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We're using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with the whisk in a huge bowl for the icing. Eh? The icing's still lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. It'll just take a little longer. Jeez, I'll be hard enough if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. We need to beat the crap out of it. In a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See? As I stand beside, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and props it in her mouth. I like that he starts to say anything. Hey! Natsuki starts grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger towards the bowl. Maybe we can beat the crap out of you next. I like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I shamefully scoop some with my finger, just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. Ah! And the force of Natsuki pulling me caused me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Gross! Go on my face! Whose fault is that? It's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez, you know what? Take this! Natsuki instead wipes off with her finger before shoving her finger towards my own face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Stop! Yo, I know this is like, it always been an interesting frame, but like, it looks good. High resolution, spicy. It's cute. Anyway, not to apologize for calling me gross. Fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. I know you know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know? Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, looking at the icing. What? Did you seriously just... Natsuki is so surprised she can't figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Daps, you really shouldn't do that kind of things to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of questions you ask me just like that? How did the moon turn this so quickly? Natsuki gazed at me in silence. I noticed her shallow breaths. Am I starting to feel dizzy? I don't know where the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. God, no wonder. There's a dirty train here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah. Tension for the moment before it still lingers over our heads. But the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays in the oven. Then, I reluctantly pick up the whisking to the icing, like nothing ever happened. Ah, it smells so good! Cupcakes ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look at how cute they all look! She polishes out the different colored cupcakes in all the trays. Looking better once you add the icing. Like you tell me that? I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing to these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that'll make it look nice and fluffy. This will even make flowers. Probably won't be using it this time though. What's this one for? I think one of the nozzles has a much thinner tip than the others. That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use the right stuff on the cake. Like, happy birthday or whatever. Huh, I see. It gives me an idea, actually. Well, it's a literature event, right? You could make it more of a literature-themed event by writing a different word on each cupcake. It'd be fun to see people choose cupcake based on the word they like. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. But that's actually a really cute idea, so... They've been getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on. When at school, nobody's judging. You can't just and act like this and expect me not to think you're cute. Well, Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. You say something. No, nothing. Just the icing. Natsuki called us cute. Whoa! So you take some paste and fasten the nozzles in each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Doki made a chance to think about it before. Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and we each get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them side by side to my work. Look how pretty they are together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see no harm in that. Well, yeah, but Mad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Suri is the exact opposite in that regard. If she were here, she'd probably we'd probably done 10 cupcakes already. And she would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, my dad cooks, I eat as much as they can. Well, anyway. I was hoping we have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner. Aw, already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's like you always have this chance. Man. As usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sarah each carry some, you can probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. Don't worry, I won't hurt you any. I wish you listened to me the same way she listens to you. Yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sarah earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sarah always does listen to me, but at that point I felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki's already about to leave. Feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki. What we said before about not always having this chance. It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, come over anytime, okay? I think if possible, I could spend more time like this. If I read manga or go out somewhere. Do you really mean that? Seiya looks at me tensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. Caps, I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so... Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki. It's inches from me. Natsuki looks up at me. Is Natsuki my favorite Cappy? Probably second to favorite. She's up there because she can be really cute. But Sayori is my favorite. I feel her fingers gently clutch the sides of my shirt as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breaths against me. I felt it. For a while now. Natsuki slowly jumps back. Sayori? Hi, Caps. Sayori? Just now, we weren't... It's okay, Caps. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, you should come a little earlier. I'm on my way out, so... Oh, really? That's too bad. Well, yeah. I'll also see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Completely flustered, Natsuki hurries off and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori? I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki. And how close you got to her. It makes me really happy. You made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall on Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Caps? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is split in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. It would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. That's true, Caps. If I wasn't here, you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica's right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not gonna let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't a burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm gonna be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But she looks away. But I hand her to reassure her. I'm scared, Caps. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was speaking so I like you too much. I did this to myself. Caps. I like you as much as I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. You remember how I said I always know what's best for you? You still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. If you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give you. Sayori, I love you. I love you. Those are my true feelings. So, there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, help me realize that you're truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens. As long as we continue this every day, with you by my side, I know we'll both be happy. Caps. Suddenly, Stray wraps her arms around me. Caps, is this really okay? Yeah. I'll stare at my arms and pull her closer. Well, you'll never have to let go of me again. I love you, Caps. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little. What is this? Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now. I want the rain clouds to go away. They're not going away at all, Caps. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Okay, I trust you. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess makes fest from our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? But everything will be the same as it always is. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I can handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. The cover page suits you best. Hey, Caps. She gazed at me once again, smiling sadly. If I get really, really sad, it's the best thing for me, right? Eh? I don't understand what Sayori means by that. You're saying it's making you feel sad, Sayori. I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you loved me. That's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know I love her, and she loves me. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if she's doing something more or something different. I'm letting this thoughts continue to plague me until things are back the way they were. Is that what I meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me. I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. And that, my friends, is where we're going to end today's stream. Because I could go on, but I need to... That's enough. And I'm going to go through the other two... I'm going to go through all the other characters' past before I do this. So, yeah. So, okay. But before I end the stream, we are going to exit Doki Doki Literature Club. I return to the desktop. This isn't my desktop. Okay. Because this is the plus. Okay, so let's see. Side stories. Oh, let's see. It is now. Yeah, it's in my desktop now. Okay, let's see. The side stories are unrelated to the events of the main game. To get all 6 side stories, try writing poems for different characters and doing their special scenes in their Literature. Okay, so the 6, I'm gonna get it. Yeah, I'm gonna get them all, obviously. Because that's what I'm doing this playthrough. Files. Files, nice. Oh. This is happythoughts.png. Let's take a peek. Oh, yes. This is a good image. I love this image. I'm so glad that that exists. But this is like actually the game's files, I'm pretty sure. Pictures. Very happy indeed. Pictures we have. Okay, we got... I'm done. we got poems. We got... Oh, this is cute. We're quiet doing the poem game. Oh, I have so much. Okay, so I have all the poems. Oh, this makes me so happy. Except wallpaper. Oh my god. Well, I don't have all the poems. I need all of them. There's all the scenes, backgrounds. Wait, concept art. Okay. Geez. Secrets. Well, I need to get... Okay, so I'm gonna have to 100% this game. But I gotta look at some of the sketches first. So let's see. This is Kira Monkin. Sorry, plan to be the official DC arc. That's right. I follow this artist on Twitter. Act one. Oh yeah, I see. I need 100% everything. Oh no. It's okay. But yeah, no, I follow this artist on Twitter. They're super good. Let's see. All 3 poems for Sayori. Yeah. It's the sketch of second CG. Cut on line to the angle of the background. Backgrounds for first rendered in 3D. Okay, so all the things were in 3D. Makes sense. Oh, is this? Oh, background poem. And there's initial character design. I have all the Sayori art. Because yeah, I have all the Sayori art just because I selected her. That makes sense. So sorry, yeah. Good hairstyles. Oh yes. Awesome. Okay, yeah. Initial sketch. Then promo. Who knows yet? Okay, let's see. Awesome. This is exciting. Oh, I have to 100% it. Okay, it's gonna be it. There we go. I have a bunch more stuff. I've got I can make a playlist. I have My Feelings, My Confession now, which are my 2 favorite songs. I haven't heard these yet. I'll listen later. But anyway, so this is my desktop. I guess I'm stuck inside the game now, whatever. But that makes sense. But no, that's gonna be it for today. So thank you all for coming by. I greatly appreciate it. It was... Oh, hold on. Start a new game. Okay, anyway. The start a new game achievement I don't have. That's interesting. But anyway, so yeah, thank you for coming by. I appreciate it greatly. It was a lot of fun. I do love this game. But yeah, so but I'll see you guys later. See everyone later. Goodbye. Have fun. That was good. Let me see if anyone's streaming. Let me check. See if anyone's streaming. I can raid before I end it. Okay. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I got some grade. Hold on. Alright, let me... Oh, what's the name? I think it's just... Alright, well, I'll see you later. I'm gonna raid Frame, because he's a fun person. He's been streaming a bit. And I'll see you all later. So, take care. Oh, I gotta wait for it to, I gotta hit button. But yeah, have fun everyone. Bye.
Get free shipping on select Ernie Ball and Daddario string packs for a limited time. Use your Guitar Center gift card to get 0% financing for 48 months.